Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're just going to jump right into this. I don't think there's even anyone in here. No one has spoke. So, hey, catch the replay. But somebody might need to hear this. This is shocking. This is shocking. Well, you know what? In a way, it's not shocking. Because people get tired of folks playing with their money. For some people, YouTube is their life. It's all they have. For a lot of people, it helps them eat. They watch people eat. It helps them eat. It soothes them. And a lot of people, it is their money. It's their money maker. It's all they have. It's how they make their money. Some people are just strict. Not everyone have a job like me and then another job that I might do. Not everyone works. Some people just do YouTube. And when somebody come in and copyright you and make you lose your channel over some lies, you never know how somebody might act. And last night, in Vegas, somebody showed somebody how they act. So some YouTubers been beefing. Folk on YouTube will beef. People been beefing on YouTube. And so then somebody decide they want to start striking somebody's channel because they might not be able to handle the beef. Hey, Kizzy, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. So YouTubers been beefing. And then it got ugly. Hold on. Let me go to TikTok first and play this right here. Let me see.
Well, hello. It's Vegas Police, and this is a very sad story here in Las Vegas. We're in front of the Bellagio. This is the Bellagio Lake. The police are still out here, and the strip is closed to traffic. I normally do not do hard news, but because this involves Las Vegas.
Shout out to Joy Chit Chat out there in Vegas. What up, Joy Chit Chat?
And social media people, one of whom I knew. I feel that this is in my wheelhouse. According to eyewitnesses and footage from a live stream, a YouTuber known as Finny the Legend was broadcasting his walk along the strip near the Bellagio fountains when accompanied by a woman. During the stream, another individual.
See, everybody, look, sometimes it's not a good idea to go live. Some people pretend to go live. They'll record and say they were live when they actually were not live because they know what could happen if they get caught and they're really live. So you might have to I think I might just start streaming and say, hey, I'm live and I'm just going to post the live later. But this person was live in reality, like a lot of us do. But some people will pretend like they're live, and it's really something they recorded a day or two later or hours before. Because some people are scary. Some people are really cowards.
Believed to be a fellow YouTuber who goes by the name Sin City Manny or is affiliated with the Sin City Family channel. Reevy appeared in the background before returning moments later and engaging in a heated confrontation with the woman. This is all on the YouTube live. Seconds later, man could be seen pulling out a handgun and firing multiple shots off screen.
Can you imagine being live on YouTube? You done struck somebody's channel and took their money and lied and took their channel and they pull up on you because you lied. But see, normally a person that does that not going to really go live. This person here.
The live...
For the record, I have never heard of these people.
Stream recorded at least 7 gunshots as bystanders screamed and fled for...
Joy, what Joy say? This is heartbreaking. I know I asked to go on the strip last night. Girl, I'm glad you didn't go. You stay away from that strip slot. You know the rest what Mike call you. You stay away from there, Joy Chit Chat. I never been to Vegas. I'm scared to fly, so don't look like I'm gonna make it to Vegas either. My children have been everywhere that they've been to Italy, they've been to Disney, they've been everywhere they mama won't go. Ash and Rico they travels, baby. And not Philly. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Joy, did you know these YouTubers out there striking people's channels and taking their shit and then got popped? Quit stealing folk channels knowing you're lying. You're gonna get popped. Watching the man pull and that woman I know. Hey, PP left. Girl, okay, let's listen to this man right here, honey. Woo.
safety. The woman accompanying the streamer appeared to grab the camera during the chaos, and she fell to the ground. I did see the video. According to Las Vegas
I won't be showing any footage, honey.
Review Journal, at least 2 people have perished in this tragedy. We'll see the entire story tomorrow in the news. Vegas police.
Let me see.
Well, hello.
Hold up. I thought he had 2 stories. Wait a minute, y'all.
Well, hello. It's Vegas police. And here is the update on the social media shooting last night in front of the Bellagio that happened at about 10:40 p.m. This is from KTNV Las Vegas. The suspect in the late night shooting in the Las Vegas Strip that left 2.
Yes, this falls under the copyright. Look, I can't even get it out. I don't need nobody. I ain't trying to copyright and strike nobody. This is fair use. I'm just reporting. Okay, I'm not trying to strike nobody's channel and lie about it and take nobody's channel, shut them down for 10 days, just lie and say I own their music. I'm not trying to do nothing like that. I like living. I like paying taxes.
Dead has been arrested. Manuel Ruiz, 41, walked into the Henderson Police Department and turned himself in Monday morning. He is being held on 2 charges of open murder with a deadly weapon. This comes after police responded to a shooting Sunday night, with police saying the violence may have stemmed from a social media dispute.
Social media dispute. Folk get tired of people picking on them, bullying them, harassing. Folk get tired of that mess. And some people are really crazy. You know, some people are crazy and will really go to the extreme. Not everyone. Not everyone can, you know, take it and shake it off and keep it pushing. And some people can't take it.
Under Sheriff Adam Walsh says Metro officers heard gunfire in the 3600 block of Las Vegas. Translation, right outside of the Bellagio. And they found 2 victims on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds. This entire event is all over social media. You can see Manny pulling out the weapon and firing it. It's a very tragic outcome to a social media beef that he had.
No, hello. That's a social media beef. This 2 people lost their lives over a social media beef because see, some people are bullies. Some people think they can punk people down and just bully them and bully them and bully them and bully them. They took Manny Dude's whole channel for YouTube guidelines. I'm like, he murked 2 people. Guideline, what guidelines? That's some BS. That was Manny's way of making money. And Manny say, okay, well, if you take my channels, you will no longer be here to make money. I don't agree with it. But some people are crazy. You got to know who you messing with. Hey, Josh, how you doing? The Manny Dude did the crime is from here. He from Vegas. So they've been beefing. What the? Oh, I got to go look at I'm going to have to go review some of their videos to see what kind of beef were they having to get to the point where he had to take 2 lives. They took the Manny Dude's whole channel for YouTube guidelines. Have you ever known somebody to take somebody's channel for YouTube guidelines? Sure. Forget a guideline.
Hello, Vegas Police. And here is the update.
God damn it.
Well, hello.
I'm just
The violence may have stemmed from a social media dispute. Under Sheriff Adam Walsh says Metro officers heard gunfire in the 3600 block of Las Vegas. Translation, right outside of the Bellagio. And they found 2 victims on the sidewalk with gunshot wounds. This entire event is all over social media. You can see Manny pulling out the weapon and firing it. It's a very tragic outcome to a social media beef that he had with another gentleman named Finney. This sort of thing, when it escalates to this level, is totally unnecessary and a very sad outcome here in Las Vegas. Vegas police.
So Finney took Manny's channel, entire channel. Thank you to my live reporter out there in Vegas, my Vegas connection, Joy Chit Chat. Okay. Finney took Manny's channel, Finney and his wife, I guess. I don't know if the wife was involved, but the wife is a casualty. And since Finney took that channel, Finney goes to Vegas and goes live. And let me read you. Wait a minute. Hold up. What did that say? Hold up. The Manny dude, and Manny is from Vegas. So the couple comes to his city. The couple comes to Manny's city, goes live, and gonna try to punk him down after they done took his money. They should have recorded it and posted it later and say, I'm live, Manny, where you at? I'm live. But it was really recorded 2 or 3 hours earlier. You know, they should have lied. They should have lied. But Manny say, okay, you gonna play me like that. You gonna take my money. You done took my channel. Talking about some copyright guidelines when they over there doing all kind of ignorant mess. I ain't no telling what. I'm gonna go look at their channel because I know they was doing some ignorant stuff. I just feel like they were, because they were beefing. And when people beef, anything can happen. All is fair. All is fair. You know, when people beef, they get gutted. They talk about your mama, your daddy, your children, your grandkids. People get gutted. And one day, it was a day, you're going to meet somebody that's not going to take that no more. So you better not go live in reality. You better film it and pretend like you live and post it. You better do like Antoine Massey. Record yourself claiming your innocence and letting people know that you're being railroaded in Louisiana. Record it about 3 days prior and then move on and then upload it. And let them go search the house where they think you were. And you really not there. You long gone. Child, please. People tired of folks lying and taking their damn channels like they ain't got good sense. Know who people think they are, but they gonna learn today. Manny, who did the crime, he's from Vegas, y'all. The 2 people that took his channel are from Arizona. They come to Vegas, go live on the strip, and Manny shows up. They let Manny know we here. Hey, Regina Smith, Josh. They took Manny's channel. Well, cooking with my dam. Hey, cooking with my dam. Cooking with my dam. Cooking with my dam. Are you the one do them tarot cards? Thank you for stopping by, Cooking with Madame. What you know about have you did a show on this? Dude, read the cards on these crazy people. Read the cards on folks that take people channels for no god doggone reason. Hey, PP, hey, Burn. This story is sad. I've been watching some video. Yes. What to figure it out? They took his channel and he couldn't take it. That's his money. You know, some people, YouTube is their life. They're on YouTube 24/7 from sun up to sundown. Some people don't even bathe or eat or sleep or brush their teeth. They're always on YouTube. Normal people, you know, go to work, do things, you know, they got a whole life. Children, you know, they got married, you know, you ain't got time to be on YouTube from panel to panel all day long. You ain't got that kind of time. But people that do, YouTube is their life. So if you mess with their channel, these could be the consequences. Okay, let me finish playing this.
Well, hello, Vegas police.
Okay, so that's all he had. Well, let me go to this man right here.
Year now on their individual online presences, and even over just the last few days before this shooting happened, there is some, I would have to just say, is key evidence in this entire case now that was uploaded to the internet. So we're going to kind of chronologically go through this. I'm just going to warn you beforehand, I cannot show you the footage of these people being murdered on their...
Honey, I ain't showing nothing. We're going to talk about it though, because we have a right to do commentary. I have a right to freedom of speech. I can say what I want, but I can't go around stealing nobody's channel for no reason because they might decide to wake up someday and pow you.
Live stream. I think it's pretty obvious why I can't do that here on YouTube. This is not live leak, but if you want the uncensored footage, it is unfortunately circulating on places like Twitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you screenshots of the moment when this all happens. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the key information. Before we even get there, I do want to go ahead and point out that as of me recording this, the killer in question, the YouTuber Sin City Manny Wise, is still at large. The police in Las Vegas radius in the surrounding area have yet to find the guy. He's apparently been somehow getting away from them as they try to capture him. So the killer is still on the loose here. But the first...
Well, we know he's turned himself in. He's no Antoine Massey and no Derrick Groves. They've been gone for 3 weeks.
Video I'm going to show you guys here real quick. This is unfortunately footage of the victim here, Finney DeLegend, who was murdered in this entire incident just a few days ago, where he is basically calling his future killer suicidal and mentally ill.
Calling somebody suicidal and mentally ill. Well, you was right. He did. He was, but he used it on you. Quit calling people crazy. Quit getting on here diagnosing folks, thinking you a doctor and stuff. You're gonna run into the wrong one. One day you're gonna run into the wrong person that ain't gonna take it no more. People tired of y'all.
Because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real. And we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it.
You know, have you ever heard anyone call somebody mentally ill or say they're a narcissist or delusional? You know, anybody been to medical school and got some straight up degrees that you think you can diagnose somebody? Let me see. This is on 257. Hold on.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome.
This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm
now you see, he up there gloating about taking somebody's channel, saying the man already got 2 strikes. If I give him 3, he don't. And you was right, sir. Why you effing with that man like that? And you done got your wife life taken, and y'all probably got kids. Why was you messing with that man like that? You're gonna take his channels because you done figured out a way to lie to YouTube, and YouTube needs to be held accountable. YouTube needs to be charged for this right here. And if they were to take my channel, I can move on. I got a life. And not everybody know how to fight lying strikes. Not everyone knows how to do that. Oh, child, this is amazing right here. This is just, when I say amazing, it's just, let me see what y'all saying. Okay, hold up. You'll watch the replay. Okay, Josh, cooking with Madame PP. Have you saw the video of Manny driving around looking for the couple? No, girl, send it to me. You got my number. Text it to me. I need, because you know, some people will. Somebody gonna learn today. Quit effing with people. Everybody thinks, see that you can only sit in a basement for so long. You can only hide behind a avatar for so long. What I heard so far is Manny was attacked for years. Yes, just what did Manny? Okay, Manny may not, but I bet they drew first blood, teaming up against panel. It's 4 people on that panel coming for Manny. 4 people, and they might have had more in the past. I've never watched, but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna make this I'm going to review this. I can't talk right now. I'm going to review this, honey. This is some true social justice. Now, he just said, did y'all hear him? Wait a minute. I think the couple was coming here for vacation. Well, they could have gone anywhere than Vegas for vacation. They know Manny there. They was poking at him. They thought they was tough. May they rest in peace. I don't mean no harm, but look, it's YouTube. Why you trying to take somebody's channel? You got to have thick skin, like my brother said. You got to show up, you got to know how to handle this. Not everyone can handle it. You can't come on here, no pun to nobody. You can't come on here crying. You got to come on here and take it. If they make songs about you, you got to take it. Say, you got another song, make it. If they come out here and call you, talk about your looks, if they talk about your nose, you got to say, yeah, I sure do have it and it look good. You got to be able to take it because people are just ignorant. You got to be able to take it. Manny is a bully too. He beats with other Vegas people that live stream from Fremont. That's downtown. Okay. Well, did he take somebody's channel? I wonder, did he take somebody's channel? Either way it go, nobody should be trying to murk nobody over oh Lord have mercy. Manny had 14 subs and the couple only had 2K. Girl, you gotta be kidding me. 14,000 or 14, the number 14? Well, why they taking his channel? You know that was his life if all he had was 14 people. Some people have 6,000 or 7,000 and think they got a million. You can't tell them shit. I cannot say his name. He is so darn horrible. I know, Joshua. How can somebody do that? Just take somebody's channel and then to make the man come. I mean, he's wrong for taking somebody's life. Don't get me wrong. He dead wrong for that. Yeah, people better stay away from this one because this one might hit home. You come over here. George, so the gunman was also aggressive. I'm still the gunman might have been aggressive, but I don't think he took nobody's channel. And he wasn't going around. Yes, Burn, they convicted. Oh, child, that was not supposed to have a GUN. His wife was on the strip with him. So she just walked out. Child, you never know who is a real gangster. See, some people pretend to be tough. Some people pretend to be internet thugs, keyboard thugs. They're really not about their life. They're not. Nobody want to go to prison over no doggone YouTube. And I ain't trying to take nobody out. Who wants to? Come on, people. Unless it's all you have. It's what you do all day. I'm telling you, some people, it's like Twitch and streamers. It's 24. If some of them streamers were no longer able to stream, if everything went away, what would they do? It's the only way DDG made $12 million last month on Twitch. What if somebody took his channel over some fake BS? And DDG fighting for his child right now, but I think he might have to go gangster. Somebody take his $12 million. So 12 million versus 1,200 is still a lot of money. Rest in peace, Sly Stone. Sorry, 14K subs is what Manny had. So Manny had 14K, they had 2K. So they were clout chasing, messing with Manny, clout chasing. They found somebody with some subs, bit more than them, and started poking the bear. Y'all gonna learn to stop poking the bear, people. Anybody out there like Manny? You better learn. You better see what happened to Manny. What should I put in the search? So I want to, Joy, send me the video, please. I want to see him riding around if it's still available. The couple had 2K and not monetized. You see what I'm saying? It'd be those type of people for me. It'd be those type of people for me, Joy. Joy, they were monetized. Finished channel has members. Oh, okay, so they were monetized. Oh, I got bad info from another channel, Burn. Thanks. I need to do better research. I heard the victim held panels for hours on the guy. I've been see, some people can't take somebody talking about them from sun up to sundown. Not everybody built for it. You gotta be a true. You gotta know. You got to be able to handle it. If let's say this. Let's say you got family members that come out and do live videos on you, or get on and do interviews on you with weird people that like to just mess with people. You feel me? Who's gonna check me, boo? And not everyone can handle that. Not everyone can handle that. You gotta leave people alone. Making fun of people. Let me read some more of these comments. Okay, let me play the video. What's that on 309? I want to play from my phone.
That's why I want to put it in on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT.
So, like I said, this has been a long-standing feud that the two have had. Apparently, also somewhat recently, I don't know if it was like yesterday or whatever, right? But this Finny the Legend guy apparently made a 5-hour-long video in which he's like mocking this guy and talking badly.
Lord, forgive me. I ain't laughing at nobody. 5 hours just mocking someone. And I bet people in the chat were laughing and dancing and throwing up emojis and shit. You gonna learn today, buddy. Y'all gonna quit messing with people. You feel me? Oh, thank you. I'm gonna get to that. Okay, let me play this here.
About his wife, and he goes on and on about him for 5 hours. And apparently that was just like within the last week or two that video went up. So these two people clearly did not like each other. They clearly had a problem.
Imagine a man just dogging your wife out that you show enough love, which is what this man did to Emmanuel. What's Manny? So is Manny Mexican? Not that it matters. I'm just saying. So this man was he did a 5-hour live on Manny and was dogging his wife out. Probably made pictures of his wife, memes of his wife, probably called her H's and B's. You know, just dogging his wife out like his wife wasn't nothing. You know, it takes a special type of a man to dog a woman out like that.
With one another. They're talking shit about each other online. I mean, it's really up until the shooting. It's like most other YouTube beefs, right? Like people talking shit online, people dropping videos talking about one another, albeit a 5-hour-long video mocking somebody and their wife. I mean, that is pretty crazy, right? Like,
Woo! Let me rewind it. Rewind the tape. Let me rewind it, y'all. Let me rewind it.
That is definitely quite a bit of, I would say, on about him for 5 hours. And apparently that was just like within the last week or two that video went up. So these two people clearly did not like each other. They clearly had a problem with one another. They're talking shit about each other online. I mean, it's really up until the shooting. It's like most other YouTube beefs, right? Like people talking shit online, people dropping videos talking about one another, albeit a 5-hour-long video mocking somebody and their wife. I mean, that is pretty crazy, right? Like that is definitely quite a bit of, I would say, consistency with your anger on this topic. I mean, usually, YouTubers, they do the whole back and forward uploading thing whenever there's a problem, there's a beef or whatever, they talk about each other, yada, yada.
I think YouTube is going to finally change their policies because someone actually lost their life on the strip, 2 people in Vegas. Congress needs to enact the law. Donald Trump needs to do something about this. He needs to put a law. If somebody steals somebody's channel for lies, they need to be arrested on site. On site. On site. As you know how the young folks say, on site, I got you. On site. On site, you need to be arrested. If you can't just go back and forth and just straight up handle it, take them words that's coming out of somebody's mouth, because I know some people with somebody with a lethal mouth. They'll make you strip. I know a man with a mouth so lethal, you might not be able to handle it. They call it CMA. So it needs to be a law because everybody can't handle it. And it makes them do weird things.
Done it, people have done it about me. It's one of those things that happens on YouTube, right? And I guess these two lived somewhat local to one another, so at this point it just made every.
So how far is Vegas from Arizona? Let me see. Let me look at some more comments, honey. I heard the victim held panels for hours. Okay, yes. What the heck? This is so dumb, so crazy. Going to prison for what? Oh, because they took his channel. They struck him and took his channel. And YouTube was like, he had 14,000 subscribers. He was probably making, that was how he paid his bills. They took away his livelihood. He could no longer take care of his wife, his family. They took away his livelihood. Yeah, they did. They took away the man's livelihood, his money. And if YouTube don't do something about this, I mean, they need to do something. They need to change these DA. They need to change it. They need to quit letting these false copyright strikes go through. And then people can just turn around and get the shiggity back. I don't know why, man, he may not have known how to do it. I wish he would have known me. I sure would have shared what little I know. Thank you, Joy, because this story had me learning on today. Bern, I scanned through his channel. He was really going back and forth with Manny. Child, that's it. I had a beef before. I won't lie. I had a beef before. I had panels held on me. I'd be at work and panels being held on me from sun up to sundown. So I may not agree with Manny, but I understand. Oh, this video is crazy too. Oh, I got to see it. This is scary and sad. He was in a beef. Why go to the man's town and not be on guard if he's crazy? He didn't even have he didn't have nothing with him. He just went up in there because he was tough. Him and his wife. Yeah, I took your channel last night. Now I'm in Vegas on the strip. I'm recording. Here I am. He should have been a wimp. He should have pre-recorded and said I was live, but really been back in Arizona when he dropped. I mean, yeah, he from Arizona, the one that lost his life. Wait a minute, who from Arizona? Oh, yeah, they're from Manny lived in Vegas. This black man is from Arizona. He should have dropped that live video of him on the strip when he got back to Arizona. It did sound easily familiar to what we witnessed here. It did sound easily, honey. All I know is everybody not built for this. And people truly don't. When I say that some people, this is their life, this is all they do, I be meaning it. Some people, you know that's all they do because they're always on here. They know you don't hear them say, I'm going to work. I'm going grocery shopping. No. Some people take full advantage of all of the ways to shop online and just have everything brought to you. Don't have to do nothing. Maybe they're afraid to go out because of all of the damage they've done to people online. Because if you sit up and drag somebody every single day, I mean, if you talk about the way they look from head to toe, you talk about a man's wife. Some men really do love their wife. Some men really do love their spouse. And a real man would check you over his spouse. Shit. I can see their channel, but can't click to watch the video. This man right here that you see, him and his wife was unalived on the Vegas Strip last night. Finney had 5,000 people watch him every week, but people were afraid to subscribe. Finney's channel was a haters channel. Well, you know, some people's channels are just to spread hate and to belittle people and to bully people and to panel up and dog people out every single day. And not everyone can take it. Not everyone is built like me. I'm just saying. I don't mean to be funny, but I'm serious. Because if you've never woke up and had 5-10 channels gathered up, 10 people on one panel coming for you from sun up to sundown, you know, I can testify. I can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all know the history. Let's talk about it. Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't scared at all. But I'm no Manny, though. It ain't that serious. See, that's what I say. Some people can't handle it. With multiple people on the panel, yes. The King Man, how you doing, the King Man? Hey, A. Daniels. Manny looks Mexican, one of those gangster ones. Well, child, he probably was a part of the cartel, and they didn't know it. See, they thought Manny was just some person behind the screen. Wasn't gonna. I don't know if Manny showed his face or not. You know, they wasn't gonna never see him. You know, oh, I'm gonna take his channel. He's sitting up there mocking about it. I want to play that again. Let's listen to him talk about how he was going to take Manny's channel.
We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT.
So he said Manny had no outside friends. Have you all ever seen anyone on YouTube some people really think YouTube is their family. My brother, my sister, my auntie, my uncle, my granddaddy, my mama, my... Me and Mike are not real brothers and sisters, but we are brothers and sisters. But we got sense enough to know that we not blood. And maybe we are. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, some people were, people were really just like when people found out people were so, what's the word I'm looking for? I need some of Michael's big words right now. People were so into us that they literally dug on Facebook and everywhere. Are they really blood? Do they have are they really sisters and brothers? Do they have the same mama, daddy? Some people really think, they would go to bat for people that's don't have nothing to do with something, but they think that's their family. Their family. I done said many before, this is an illusion. It's an illusion. I keep saying YouTube is an illusion, but Manny proved it wasn't an illusion for them. When an illusion becomes reality, I'm going to change the title of this. When an illusion becomes reality on the YouTube streets because of a YouTube beef. This needs to be documented. This needs to be studied. People that bully people on YouTube from their little hole in the walls, wherever they may be, and when somebody run up on them and snatch their ass up out of there, bam, then what you gonna do? Who you gonna call?
So like I said, this has been a long-standing feud that the two have had. Apparently also somewhat recently, I don't know if it was like yesterday or whatever, right? But this Finny the Legend guy apparently...
Hey, Beefcake, Beefy the messy one. Yeah, Beefy, we can't be too messy with some people, people that's messy, they need to quit being so messy because it's some people like Manny running around who had 14,000 subscribers. Somebody took his channel. I knew a man that had 14,000 subscribers once upon a time. Hey there, beautiful people. Hard people. Hard other people. Hit the like button. I know 5-hour live every week for a year. And well, like I say, I don't mean to bring it all back. It's full circle. I don't mean to do that, but because you could easily start up again and have and it wouldn't bother me one bit, baby. I'm gonna still come up with my gold Duke. They'll call you lipstick, Dookie lipstick. They'll call you witch. No, people would do anything to try and hurt you when they never show themselves and they're really looking like a little hermit or something. You know what I'm saying? They could never compare to you, ever. You got to be strong, people. You got to be strong. But not everyone is strong, though. I know it's easy to say you got to be strong, but not everyone can handle it. Not everyone can handle it. Not everybody. It's an illusion, but not everyone knows that. Like Manny, when he lost his channel, he felt like it was the end of the world, and I understand that. And maybe thought if he start all over and get another channel, they might have taken that one too, because I've seen it. Channel after channel, people build it back up, they snatch their channel. They do it again, they snatch their channel. I've seen it. The truth shall set you free. The king, I was going to asked, but you answered. I heard it was on Tuesday. Is that true? Yeah, it just happened. Yes, PP, I think it's time YouTube pay attention. YouTube need to do something. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. YouTube need to do something about people bullying, stealing people's channels, talk about their wives or husbands. Hey, Jamili, how you doing? I hope something does change. YouTube should be held accountable. YouTube, 2 people lost their life because of copyright strikes that nobody was going to go to court for. They'll sign and say, I'm going to go to court. I'm going to take them to court. And don't never get up off their ass to do nothing. And YouTube knows this. I don't understand why some of YouTube, I know they got some big time lawyers who not dummies. Do something, YouTube. I know y'all watch everything we do. I'm asking you to do something. I'm pleading with you. Help the people that can't help themselves, that lose their channels for no reason. It's just not right. I'm gonna go to Congress. Hell, I'm gonna call my attorney. My attorney. I'm gonna call my local congressperson. Yes, every Tuesday for 2 years, Finney had guests shame and bully him for 2 years. Finney turned his subscribers into haters, and people told all stories. Look at Finney. Finney, are you bald headed up on the Lord? Forgive me, he did. Lord, forgive me. Let me stop. Good 7-hour drive from Vegas. Ooh, 7 hours. He could have went, child. That's a long, that's a show. That's like me driving. The King, thank you for your input. Oh, he definitely was not paying attention. Manny walked clear in the frame of his live, and he didn't even see him until the wife saw him behind her husband. Ooh, I don't even want to see that. That's right, PP. You held it down. You know, even when my aunt said I needed to leave YouTube, he's gonna come out here and try to chin check me. I've been on YouTube long before they ever thought about some YouTube. Girl, bye. You got the right. I like to fight. Yes, Philly. I hated seeing them attack you, child. Well, you know what, madam? I'm ready. Hey there, beautiful madam. Yes. Okay, let me play some more because I can read y'all comments. I want to hear what this man
apparently
got to say.
Made a 5-hour-long video in which he's like mocking this guy and talking badly about his wife, and he goes on and on about him for 5 hours. And apparently that was just like within the last week or two that video went up. So these 2 people clearly did not like each other. They clearly had a problem with one another. They're talking shit about each other online. I mean, it's really up until the shooting. It's like most other YouTube beefs, right? Like people talking shit online, people dropping videos talking about one another, albeit a 5-hour-long video mocking somebody and their wife. I mean, that is pretty crazy, right?
Yes, that is crazy. That's the call-in number. Somebody asked me. I don't have that phone hooked up to it right now. So if somebody want to call, hold off for a minute. But that is the call-in number right there. And this video, again, is being reviewed under copyright section 107 of the Copyright Act. Well, Congress did pass a law and say we have a right to do that. But you don't have a right to review people's shit and bully the hell out of them. That should be against the law. That should be a law, just like they created all these special, they should create a special law. And maybe I might have to be the one to call for it. That might have to be my lifelong mission. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
That is definitely quite a bit of, I would say, consistency with your anger on this topic. I mean, usually, you know, YouTubers, they do the whole back and forward uploading thing whenever there's a problem, there's a beef or whatever, they talk about each other, yada, yada. I've done it, you know, people have done it about me. It's one of those things that happens on YouTube, right? And I guess these 2 lived somewhat local to one another. So at this point, it just made everything like 100 times worse. I mean, it's one thing when it's someone from like Connecticut talking shit to a guy from like, I don't know, Delaware, or some guy from like Mexico talking about a dude from Uruguay or something. But when you get to the point where it's like essentially your neighbors, you know, you live a couple neighborhoods away or something, then it becomes much more real. And unfortunately, it became much more real when these 2 apparently found each other. So for the last day or two, this Manny.
Hello.
Fifi, thank you so much. Listen, it all started.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I need to connect. Hold up. I want them to hear you. Hold on.
Okay, gorgeous.
Let me unconnect this phone. Disconnect.
Okay.
And
Pairing.
hold on. Oops, I hope I can get it to connect, honey.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Take your time.
Bluetooth. Oh, I gotta cut my Bluetooth on. Okay. Okay, you connected. Go ahead and talk. And you don't have to say your name if you don't want to.
Okay, listen. It all started on Fremont Express, where Cindy's wife put her hand up in Manny's face. It was everybody parties on Fremont. Yes, she was intoxicated. Manny sprayed her with some spray, and she went after Manny's wife. Okay, Manny sprayed Finney's wife with some pepper spray. Finney's wife went after Manny's wife. And then that's when Finney got into it, trying to get his wife, trying to see what's going on. The cops came up and got into it, okay? They made them both leave. Finney and his wife went to the hotel. I won't say where they stayed. They went to the hotel. They went up there and they got on live, like, talking about what had happened. They went up there. They were spraying the pepper spray off of them. Washing the pepper spray off of them, saying they couldn't believe what was going on. Finney did admit that his wife was wrong for putting her hand up on Manny. But Manny was even wrong for spraying her with pepper spray because, see, these two people go back years ago when these people were working jobs, okay? When they were working. Finney's wife, she was still in the working world, okay? Finney, he was still in the working world after this happened. Long story short, Finney made it his point to bring Manny down because he wasn't happy with Manny pepper spraying his wife. He said they went too far back. They go too far back. It's too much they done went together with each other for them to do that to each other. For him to do that to his wife.
Right.
So after that, so anyway, Finney did like that, like the person said. Finney made it a point to every Tuesday, every chance he got on YouTube to bring Manny down. So Manny, comfort him, bring your boys. I'm not scared of you. I am not scared of you. He even tried to talk to Manny like, hey, we ought to get together. We need to stop beefing, going through this and that. But he still kept with this here. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. Listen to this here. Now, Manny is a very arrogant, scary schizo person. He dressed like a clown or whatever cartoon character you could ever pick out in this world. He had a costume, okay? He had a very beautiful wife that stuck by him, beautiful children. This was their income. YouTube was their income. But see, listen to this here. Before this happened with Finney and his wife, about 3 weeks before that, this woman came up while Manny was tubing, walking through Fremont, and put a hand up to push his wife, and Manny sprayed her. He maced her, okay? So what happened is that every time you looked around, there was some stuff jumping off with Manny. So they banned Manny from Fremont. So Manny and his wife went ahead and set up on Strip. But this guy here, Finney never stopped and never forgot about it. Even though he did admit, hey, my wife was wrong, and yeah, I did put her in check and letting her know that she shouldn't have put his hands in his wife's face. But he stated, if you go back and look at his videos, he stated, yeah, we all were intoxicated. We all were buzzed. She didn't have no right, but he should have came to me as a man and told me what was going on, what my wife did, and I'd have handled that. But the beef didn't stop from there. Yes, Benny did. This is when everybody could see, like, Manny was like the godfather of YouTube on Fremont. He knew the Fremont, the director that was getting everybody in the entertainment. He knew everybody there, the vendors, everybody liked him. He was Manny. He brought people from all over the world that would come to Vegas to visit with him and party with him on Fremont. Okay?
Wait, what is
So
what is Fremont real quick?
Oh, Fremont Express. It's like a Bourbon Street.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like New Orleans, okay?
Okay.
It's like gift shops, it's eateries, it's entertainment, it's music, it's you see dancing girls, you see dancing guys, you can take pictures with guys and girls. They have on the girls have on the beautiful feathered outfits with the heels, and they have a gorilla there. It's entertainment. If you want to party, you go to Fremont, and they have all types of music and some of the best food there.
Okay.
There's a hotel there called the D, what used to be called something else. But anyway, they remodeled it and did everything. But long story short, Fremont is huge. Fremont is big. And it's a very laid back, comfortable place where if you don't want to be inside the big clubs and the casinos, you want to be outside. This is where it happened. They have light shows. I can go on and on and on. People will look it up, and a lot of people know what Fremont Express looks like. It's really cool. It's really, really cool if you're with the right people. But see, this right here, this click right here, this stuff been happening for years. He did go on there. There were people literally afraid of Manny, okay? They were afraid of him. It's to where when other people there which I know personally, started YouTube channels, Manny stopped speaking to them and shunned them because they went out and got a camera and started doing this too. He thought he was the only one. Yes, Manny did have 400,000 subscribers. He would have 600,000 people within 2 hours on. He did have people sending him. He probably would make maybe $5,000 within a night of people just sending in, hey, gifts or whatever. Just that was the crew he had. Those were his followers. But when this jumped off, all of these people turned with Finney. When Finney got on there, this is when people got on Finney's channel and started speaking out, hey, this is how Manny does us. He don't even, when he comes to the hood, he acts like he's better than us. We come to Fremont, he don't even speak to us. He dressed different. So it was a whole jealousy situation. It was like you left the hood, you forgot about your people. The best thing is if you leave the hood, you grow, you get better. You don't go back, you send back. Right. You ain't got to go back. So when Manny would go back to the hood, Manny would show these people and, like he was better than them. So yes, Finney would get on there with his boys, with his crew and everything. His crew would be more or less listening, and because, hey, they his guys, they gonna back him. But Manny's crew did get on that and get with Finney and hype Finney up and they just really let it out how they felt about Manny, After this happened, listen to this here, a lot of things started happening to Manny. A friend that he had just befriended came through there, and everybody would get just wasted. Long story short, the guy came through there to see Manny, and The cop stopped him and said, "No, hey, I think you're too intoxicated. You don't need no more to drink." Long story short, the guy ended up getting killed, drunk driving, drove off into the mountains and got killed. Manny, they said, Manny, nothing good is never going to come to you. Before that, that's when his friend died. That's when the one of the group, because they call themselves Sin City Family. That's what Manny called his channel, Sin City Family. His wife's name was Julie, and her channel was Cooking with Julie, and she would do some shopping and stuff like that. These are really people that they didn't have a clue how YouTube was going to grow them. They didn't have a clue how opening up on YouTube with Vegas lifestyle to people that didn't know all about Vegas, and they would take you all over Vegas and show you different places to go and eat. So, hey, it was a cool tune-in channel to go. Well, I knew about Vegas. Vegas is cool to me. Fremont was not my regular spot. I love outer skirts of Vegas, but every place is cool if you are with the right people, got the right mindset. Long story short, Manny, he was going to do something to somebody. If it wasn't Finney and his wife, it was going to be somebody. Because yes, he did lose it. Because he was getting so many strikes. Even the people that joined, like I said, had got on YouTube, started YouTube themselves with their channels, he was harassing them. He was harassing them on that he won't put hits on them, things were going to happen to him. Manny put fear in people where they were looking for lawyers, looking for protection. And listen to this here, Manny was actually a guy that took you out on the helicopter tour.
We got no damn helicopter with him.
No, listen, this before he even got to YouTube. He left doing helicopter tours. Excellent job, an excellent job. He knew that I'm telling you, but when he went to YouTube, I think the attention.
I think YouTube might be wicked. Shit.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. No, YouTube don't do it. It's a lot of times when people get too much attention, or sometimes they don't get enough attention, they lose it. They lose it.
I agree.
Manny had never had that much public attention in his life. Poor thing. It is really so sad. So listen, I said, I went in and I said, hurt people hurt other people.
Oh, okay.
These are two couples, two married couples, that these are two husbands, two head of households. These guys were hurting. These grown men were hurting somewhere in their life to feud back and forth with each other.
Every
day, every week, every day. I stopped watching Penny. I picked up Penny. I'm like, oh wow, because I started looking at him, and he would have like a game deal, the night with the boys and stuff. I'm like, God, what are these guys talking about? Let's see what they talk about here. I'm like, oh, okay, this is it. They're just watching game, okay? And they really and truly were. That was the only channel that I went into. Other than that, this was senseless. And all I can say is, get with somebody stronger than you. Don't get with somebody the same weakness as you. Because, see, this is weakness right here. If both of their pictures were up there, this was weakness. Listen to this here. They had wives. They had children. They had roofs over their heads. To feud over something, just spraying pepper spray in your wife's face when it was his wife that put his hands on that man. I watched it. I saw it. It freaked me out. I'm like, oh my God, they gonna beat all the black people down here. Me too. I got to get up out of here. Why'd I go do that? Come on, man. Let me get away from here. You know, I didn't want to see this.
So you're in Vegas? Well, never mind, honey. I don't want to dox you. Never mind.
No. I will say where I'm at, but no, I'm not in Vegas.
Okay.
I'll put it like that. Okay.
Now, wait, is this A. Daniels?
But I was there at the time. I was there at the time that it happened.
Yes, ma'am.
And I had visited there times before then.
Oh.
But you know what? That's the crazy part. I haven't been back since.
Well, Joy, I wanted to come see you, but I don't think I'm coming, girl.
Oh, listen, listen. Hey, we can get a group together. We can get together and we can go to some other places. You can even do Fremont. Fremont has really put some strict rules and regulations down that it is very, really, they're getting it family friendly. They're doing a tremendous job. I'm going to say this here. But all this right here with them, it's sad.
It's crazy. So wait, let me ask you, is this A. Daniels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
You know, hey girl, I'm fine. You know, I've been with you since, you know, everything.
You
The
have.
has always been there, you know.
Yes, thank you so much for not leaving me.
Hey, listen. Have this.
Because a lot of y'all left.
With you. Yeah, you know, hey, listen, I told you we'd be here, and we're here. I told you you'd be back. You're back.
Oh,
you know,
I know. Only the strong survive.
Hey, we just take one day at a time. But
you know, I just cannot believe this.
I want to say this, and truly, I sincerely mean this. These were really good guys. Really good guys. If they had gotten to a peace in their life, because it was both of them. It was both of them. If they had got to a place of peace within themselves and grew up and not old, this wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have been doing little boy things. Manny was a scared person, else he wouldn't have been pepper spraying people.
Yeah, and when people are scary, you don't know what they're gonna do.
They're dangerous. They're dangerous. You know what? I tell people, I tell my godkids, I tell people I mentor, don't fear the quiet one. Don't fear the one that's talking the most.
Yep.
Watch the one that is scared. That is scared.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
Is scared. Watch that person. Watch the one that doesn't want to be seen, identified. You know, you can see me all you want to see me. You don't need to know my name. You know, I don't want people calling and looking me up. I'll meet you anywhere on this earth, and people probably know who I am and probably have seen me or heard my voice somewhere within this world.
I had never seen you hit a panel. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know if you were, not like a troll, or not a troll. But I just didn't know if you were a real person because I had never,
I'm a real person, but I tell you what I do. There are certain topics and certain, certain channels of interest that I have on YouTube, and social justice is number one. Listen to this. Decorating is number two.
Okay.
So if it involves decorating or traveling, I'm going to be on those channels. And even if I am not a subscriber, I will still give a like for what I saw.
Yes,
I will still always leave people, hey, have much peace in you all's life, in our life, peace in our life.
Right.
You will always see that after all of my deals, because that's something I do promote is peace. Is peace.
Yeah, we do need more peace. We truly need more peace.
But I just want to say that they both got caught up in nonsense. Nonsense.
YouTube got the best of them.
There is of them trying to show. It's like the kid trying to show who got what they got for Christmas, who got the most, and who got the best, and how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, YouTube got the best of them.
That's you know. So I would say yes. There does need to be some type of guidelines with YouTube by allowing this nonsense of feuding and disrespect to go on. Because see, if they shut it off when they start this, then won't nobody hear this right here.
When they see people beefing, they need to not let the videos
That's
upload.
Right.
They need
That's
to
right.
not let the videos upload.
They need to stop it immediately, and you know, in whatever, however they do, however YouTube works.
I'm gonna write Congress. I'm gonna use that it's a system out there to help you write. I'm gonna write Congress. I'm gonna start with my local congressperson. Two people were murdered.
Hey, well, listen. You have my number. I hope it's not going to show up on there. I have my TVs off so I can talk to you.
No.
I'm sure. I said, no, I've been trying to read and I can't talk and read at the same time. Come on, I need to focus.
No, it won't show up.
Yeah, yes. You know, hey, but hey, I even went, you wanted to do for another story, different hand out. There's hurt in every direction.
Yeah.
It's hurt in every direction. Even the haters did not want it to go this far.
Yeah, this is too far. I mean, I don't hate nobody enough to want to see somebody unalive.
They're the scariest person on earth that has lost his mind totally. His family has lost their income. The people, this couple, Benny, his family, their kids are lost. Their families are lost.
You know what?
The people that cared and loved them maybe didn't agree with them. They have lost.
He snapped for a minute. This is what it looks like when people just crash out and snap. He forgot about his reality, his family, his children. All for YouTube.
Do you see this?
He literally forgot.
This could have been prevented if YouTube, and I say YouTube,
it's YouTube's fault.
Didn't allow that. They didn't allow this. These when they were bullying you, when so many others out there loved them. Oh my gosh, I can name 100. I can't name 100. I can name really 20 that I look at in decorating channels. They don't say anything to them. But this right here, this was very much prevented if you had a look at the history of when it started and how long this has been going on.
I'm going to.
The little YouTube, if you can go back, if they haven't taken this channel down,
they might.
You can go back and you see, even if you go to Sin City Family, if they haven't taken this channel down, you can go back. Manny had gotten, the real scary person had gotten arrogant and would show you what he's wearing, and you could tell the man never had this. He never had much. He never had much.
He probably was posting every little bit of money he made. I'm just bragging. Just wasn't used to anything.
That's what he did. Oh, he did. See? He did. Yeah.
So Sin City
Yeah.
Family, did he spell that S-I-N and C-I-T-Y family? Sin City Family Live.
Yeah, it's S-I-N.
Okay, yeah.
Capital S-I-N and then family.
I think I found.
Do Manny Sin City Family.
Is that them, Joy? I think
Then,
I found a picture of them. Okay.
and you may see him look like a clown, or you may see him look like Dr. Jekyll. You may see him. I'm talking about this guy. He had an investment in costumes. He really did. A really expensive investment. Had a son that had a channel named Angel. The whole family was becoming entrepreneurs in YouTube, doing very, very well. But that was their downfall. Their downfall is they couldn't hold their alcohol. They
people get drunk on live and do weird stuff that could really land them in
that
jail.
was the crazy thing.
They do.
Because this young man right here, Penny, yeah, his wife, she did have a little bit too much. I felt, me personally, I don't believe that beautiful young lady that I saw that night, if she had not have been sipping, she would have went up and put her fingers up in that man's face.
Probably wouldn't
and that man wouldn't have pepper sprayed her, and she wouldn't have went after that man's wife. And then and his wife was running, and everybody, other people jumping involved that were on Manny's his group, his clique, and they were called the Sin City Family. Well, it was crazy, and it was just a divide and conquer, separate and divide. Not let's join together. Not let's join together. But these guys right here, those two guys worked together some years, 100 years, not 100, but years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is the sad part about it. They worked together.
So they were at one point they were YouTube.
At one point before YouTube, they literally worked together.
Wow.
They literally worked together.
Sure hate
these were guys from the hood that knew each other, and grew up and getting their wives, and
I'm looking at Manny. He looked like one of them Mexicans that'll CUT you.
But he was a skittish, arrogant, ball of nerves all in one. It's wild. It's sad. It's just so sad. When I turned this on, I thought you were speaking of something else, and I looked and I was listening to Finney. I'm like, what is Finney? What is he on? What in the world? I'm like, and then when he kept, and you said Manny, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, come on now. That was years ago. But see, let me tell you something. This is the thing of it is that be mindful how you treat people in this world.
Yep. You can't just go around.
The same people that you pass going up, you won't see them coming back down. But you pray and hope you didn't step on their toes as you come down.
Oh.
Manny had already came back down. This man's still up on there. He's still on there. Penny was still on there doing the same thing.
Harassing.
It's ridiculous.
Bullying.
Yeah. Hey, but listen, Gorgeous, you have my number. Hello to everyone in the chat that's supporting PP and know what she's all about. And appreciate you. We need more like you. Yes. And I think condolences to both family and all of the friends. And hey, don't be afraid to go to Fremont. Okay?
I don't know. I'll work on my courage.
No,
to get on the plane.
Don't be afraid. Like this time of year, it's hard, crazy. Go off. I'm saying when golf season. This is when it's really great. Winter, the beginning of the year. go off season, but then you still go to Vegas. Go outside of Vegas. Go see the mountains. Go see the mountains and go see the beautiful land. You know, really take in some scenery and take in the decor of the beautiful hotels and homes that they have there on that part of the world.
Yeah, I know it's beautiful.
Yes. So listen, gorgeous, wonderful life to you. And again, peace to everybody. And if anybody got any beefs out there, I'm going to tell you, your peace of mind and the love for family, people that really love you, is not worth it. It takes the same amount of energy to frown, does smile.
Yep, 2 head of households are now gone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel, so much.
All right. Wonderful life.
For filling me in.
Watching me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling and supporting. I appreciate it.
Hey, always a wonderful life to everyone. Have a good evening.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
That was A. Daniels, everyone. She is a real person. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Okay. I gotta get ready. I gotta go to Little Rock though. I might have to finish it. It's just so much. I'm gonna turn this Bluetooth back off.
Bluetooth pairing.
And connect this one back.
Bluetooth connected.
All right. Y'all, they got
Oh my god, breaking news. 2 people got hit with a projectile weapon on live stream in Vegas. It was a black couple. The YouTube channel it happened on was Finney the Legend. So Finney, he's live streaming with his wife on Vegas in front of Bellagio, right? And this other YouTuber named Manny, channel name is Sin City Family. You see him, briefly he's stalking, looking, whatever, and then bam, fires 7 shots. Just shoots Finney first. His wife is like surprised, like, what? Oh my gosh. She picks up the camera, goes up to him, and then you hear a shot, and then the camera just falls. In another video, you see her laying down where it looks like blood coming from her head. So unfortunately, like, she may have passed her.
That's a little too much. That's TMI. That's TMI. Okay. Well, it's so many videos out here, guys. It's so many videos. There's people on live right now talking about it too. Oh my goodness. What is this person saying? Sin City in Las Vegas. Ooh. On YouTube. On YouTube. I just can't believe this. This is so weird. Let me go back to if I can find it. Here it is.
3. Y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT.
So like I said, this has been a long-standing feud that the two have had. Apparently also somewhat recently, I don't know if it was like yesterday or whatever, right? But this Finney the Legend guy apparently made a 5-hour-long video in which he's like mocking this guy and talking badly about his wife And he goes on and on about him for 5 hours. And apparently that was just like within the last week or two that video went up. So these two people clearly did not like each other. They clearly had a problem with one another. They're talking shit about each other online. I mean, it's really up until the shooting. It's like most other YouTube beefs, right? Like people talking shit online, people dropping videos talking about one another, albeit a 5-hour-long video mocking somebody and their wife. I mean, that is pretty crazy, right? Like that is definitely quite a bit of, I would say, consistency with your anger on this topic. I mean, usually, you know, YouTubers, they do the whole back and forward uploading thing whenever there's a problem, there's a beef or whatever, they talk about each other, yada, yada. I've done it, you know, people have done it about me. It's one of those things that happens on YouTube, right? And I guess these two lived somewhat local to one another. So at this point, it just made everything like 100 times worse. I mean, it's one thing when it's someone from like Connecticut talking shit to a guy from like, I don't know, Delaware, or some guy from like Mexico talking about a dude from Uruguay or something. But when you get to the point where it's like essentially your neighbors, you know, you live a couple neighborhoods away or something, then it becomes much more real. And unfortunately, it became much more real when these two apparently found each other. So for the last day or two, this Manny guy who ended up killing Finney and his wife live on stream has been hunting them down in the fucking streets and uploading the footage to his own YouTube channel. Jerome, I'm out here searching for...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, my goodness.
Has been hunting them down in the fucking streets and uploading the footage to his own YouTube channel.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. The fuck? I went through every casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him. Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told.
So as you can see by that video, you know,
you don't go to nobody else's city and try to punk them down. I knocked my stuff out, y'all.
Oh, my baby. The fuck? I went through every... I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in town. I'm dying to see him. A fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll be there. Come to my city and think I'm not going to show up? You think I'm not going to show up? I should have been the first one to be told.
So as you can see by that video, you know, he's out riding around the town or whatever, acting like he's looking for this guy. I don't know if in that clip he was dead serious looking for the dude, or if he was just like, you know, basically mentioning.
He was serious, as we now know, unfortunately.
It offhandedly, but he obviously was to some degree looking for this guy. Now, unfortunately, yesterday, the two do run into each other. Like I said, it's somewhat local to one another in Vegas, and apparently Finney the Legend and his wife went to the Strip or whatever. They went down by the Bellagio fountains, which, like I said, if you see the footage or even from some of the screenshots I'm about to show you here, it's a very pedestrian heavy area. There's witnesses everywhere. There's people uninvolved.
So he's going to show some screenshots, so I'm going to play it from here.
people uninvolved with this, just walking by, you know, living their life, doing their thing. A lot of them probably on vacation. And Finney and his wife were live streaming, so I'm assuming that the killer obviously saw where they were and decided to show up. Now, he shows up and an altercation kind of unfolds between the two.
That's why if you're in someone's city and you call yourself punking them down and you've been harassing them and bullying them, you pre-record it. You don't really go live. You pre-record. You pre-record. Especially if you're scary and you're a wimp and all you do is bully folks.
Now, as you can see from the screenshot that I have right now on the screen, okay, everything is kind of unfolding right here. So you see the black woman standing in front of the guy in the white hat. Now, the black woman is Finny the Legend's wife, and the guy in the white hat is the YouTuber Sin City Manny Wise. And they're kind of, you know, he's chirping at her husband from like a distance or whatever. She's standing in between them trying to like keep the peace or whatever, trying to keep them from fighting or whatnot. As you can see, all around them is nothing but tourists and attractions. Now, from this moment forward, the YouTuber walks around this woman and shoots Finny the Legend multiple times, pretty much at point blank range with a pistol. I mean, we see the whole thing. Like, he literally pulls the pistol out on live stream and just murders this guy in cold blood over their YouTube feud. And I mean, unfortunately, horribly at this point, all Finny the Legend's wife and all these bystanders can do as this guy is murdering the other one is just watching complete horror. And for this woman, the last few seconds of her life was her watching her husband be viciously murdered by being shot multiple times point blank. So she obviously starts screaming and freaking the fuck out. She grabs the live streaming camera, which is clearly like in frame showing what's going on. And the moment she says like, what the hell or something like that, and picks up the camera, he turns the gun to her and just shoots her multiple times point blank as well. And she falls to the ground. She drops the camera and is obviously, both of them were murdered on camera. I mean, it's literally the most cut and dry case of premeditated murder, two really premeditated murders, I think we've ever seen on camera. I mean, the guy literally for days before this was posting himself, talking about how he was out and about basically trying to hawk these people down so he can fucking kill them. They're beefing over the internet or whatever. They got this online beef situation going on. They've got their wives
beefing over the internet. He was lying in wait, beefing over the internet, bullying folks over the internet, and they lost their life. The husband, he put his wife in danger because he kept bullying this man. This is so sad. All right, y'all, I gotta go to Little Rock. This is so crazy. I mean, I can't believe it, but it's all over social media. I'm gonna pull up some. I want to hear some of the bullying videos that he did on this man. I want to get I can only imagine. I mean, I've heard so many. I'm sure that it sounds just like the ones I've already heard. I mean, let me see. I want to play
involved in it, their girlfriends and shit like that involved in the entire situation. I mean, this whole thing was just a complete fucking disaster from the jump. There was no good that was ever going to come out of this situation. Now, clearly, this went way further than pretty much any other YouTube beef I've ever seen, ever, really. I mean, even like H3H3 and Keemstar were not posted up on each other's block, ready to fucking kill each other over their YouTube squabbles and stuff, right? Like, this is just such an insane and wild turn of events. I mean, trust me, like I said, I've been in some YouTube beefs. You know, there's been a lot of personal things said here and there about people. It's never once really came to mind for me to just like say, fuck it, I'm going to go get my gun and I'm going to murder two people over this today. Like, I cannot imagine this shit being deep enough or important enough.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. All right, Richie, Joy, Kizzy, everybody, A. Daniels, thank you for calling in. I do appreciate it. This is crazy. But a man and his wife has lost his life, and then another man will be going to prison probably for the rest of his life. So his wife has lost him, and now you have one set of children with no parents and another set of children with only a mother left. Or he might say temporary insanity. They bullied me into it. They took away my livelihood. He could beat it. Because they bullied him so. I don't know. But I got to get out of here. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Thank you guys for participating. I do appreciate it. Don't bully anybody. Stop bullying. If you're a bully, stop bullying. Because people can only take so much.